It is your favorite agent, Kanya, that property guy, back again with another, I want to say exciting videos, but the videos are not exciting, so I would be lying. But I'm back again with another informative video. You can trust them to be informative, not exciting. So anyway, guys, I want to give you steps in selling your property. Yes, I know, my bread and butter, but I want to tell you how to sell your own property. Because the truth is, you don't really need an estate agent to sell your property. That's the truth, guys. That's the truth. You literally pay an estate agent for the knowledge we possess, for the context we possess. That's what you pay us for. Because we have the knowledge, or also the platform. So we have the knowledge on how to sell your property, because there are certain laws in place that you must know about. And then we have the context. We have context with the lawyers. We have context with the COCs, guys, the plumbers, and all these things. You pay us for that as well. And you pay us for the platform, because we have a ready-made platform. We have a company website. We have the social media pages where we are. We have people, which goes back to the context again. That platform also includes our subscriptions with Proper24, private property. We have the platform to sell your property quicker. Yeah, so that's what you pay us for. But you are able to do this yourself. You are able to do this yourself. The only person really in the process of selling your property that you cannot remove are the lawyers. Honestly speaking, that's the only person that you cannot remove. You cannot remove the lawyers when you try to sell a property. Because let's say you're selling a property via the property is being sold or bought via the bank. You need the bank's lawyers. You need the transfer lawyers. Let's say the property, you found a buyer that's buying it cash. You need the transfer lawyers, because that process, it needs to be going to the deeds office. They need to change the deeds office. So you need a lawyer for that. So the bond attorneys, they are registering the mortgage bond over the deeds, over the OTP, over the title deed at the deeds office. The transferring attorneys are registering a new title deed in your name as the buyer. So you cannot escape the lawyers, right? But anyway, let's say you want to sell your own property. Yeah. Number one, you need to know what price you want to sell your property for. And you are not gonna thumbs up that price. You're not gonna, because this is the problem that we have with a lot of sellers. Your property is something that you are emotionally attached to. That's the truth right there. You are emotionally attached to it. And because you are more emotionally attached to it, the price that you give, it's not a market related price. It's not a market based price. It's an emotional price. It's like every child, every parent to their child is brilliant. But when we meet your children here out in the world, your children are not brilliant, but your children to you are brilliant, because you have an emotional bond to your child. Same like a property. This was your first property. In this property, you raised your family. You have all these memories. You extended one room to put in a braai area. Now suddenly your property has gained $1 million plus because you put a braai place there. That's not how it works. So that's one of the reasons you need a real estate agent, because we don't have emotions. We know what the market prices are. So also, when we come to you, we don't look at your property in isolation. We first look at your property as a part of this area. In what area is your property found in? Because that's what first determines everything. Each area has a price range. So in your area, the houses in this area, they go from 800,000 to 1.2. If they go above the 1.2, it must be something really brilliant that has happened in that property. But like every area has a price range, 800,000 to 1.2. I'm making an example. That's what this area goes for. You come to us and you say you want to sell this property for 2 million. But then when we look at the area, the houses for 2 million don't get sold in this area. You get what I mean? The capstone of this area is 1.2. So yeah. So the first thing, you want to get a market related valuation. You can hire maybe a private valuer, what are they called, valuer or valuator? Yeah, the same people that the bank use, because those people don't work for the bank. Those people are independent, so the bank pays them a fee for them to go out and do that. You can maybe get yourself that. and then they are able to tell you how much your property goes for, right? Then secondly, you now need to put that property up. Now you can put it up on social media, on Facebook. I was shocked the other day. I was at a braai and I found out that Gumtree is still a thing. I've been living under a rock. I thought Gumtree was done away with because all I'm familiar with is Facebook Marketplace. So you're gonna maybe put it up on Facebook Marketplace. Now, the problem that Facebook Marketplace has is the same problem that Gumtree has. We no longer trust Gumtree. We also no longer trust Facebook Marketplace to buy a house from. Nobody's buying a house from Facebook Marketplace. Maybe I'll buy a camera, maybe I'll buy a laptop, maybe I'll buy a phone. I'm not buying a house from Facebook Marketplace. So maybe you put it up there, or you spend a little bit of money and you list it on Proper24 and Private Property. Wonderful. Now you need to deal with the people that must come view. So first step, you get a valuation of the property. Number 2, you need to list the property. Facebook Marketplace, a Proper24, Private Property. Third step, now you need to arrange a manner in which you're going to do the viewings. Are you doing the viewings every day? Are you doing the viewings once a week? Are you doing the viewings only on weekends? Also, the people that are coming to view, you need to vet them. How are you vetting these people to see that they qualify for this property of yours, or you're not just wasting your time? Because you need to know that these people are able to buy this property. There's no use showing people who can't afford the property, right? So you need to vet those people. Find a way to vet those people. And then let's say you do get a buyer. If you now get a buyer, step number 5 is you going to a law firm now. This is where I said the people you can't run away from. Because now you need to go to a law firm and they need to draft for you an OTP, which is an offer to purchase. And then you and the buyer sign the offer to purchase. And then that law firm must be a conveyancing firm. They must handle the transaction from there. So those are the steps when you want to sell your property. Now the law firm, if the person is buying your property is buying it via a bank, the process will take about 3 months until you are able to get your money and the property is in their name. If the person is buying the property cash, the process takes about a month or just over a month, and then the process is done. Yeah, that's how the process works. And then the law firm will maybe help you in order to get the COCs, guys, because the COCs, guys, is called compliance of certificates. These are the guys that must come in to check if everything is okay with the water pipes and everything, if everything is okay with the electricity and everything, and if you have wood frames or you have a Wendy house at the back, if the beetle inspection is fine. And then secondly, if you at the fourth, if you have any gas, you use gas maybe to cook in the kitchen, stove, whatever, they need to check. There needs to be a compliance certificate for the gas as well. So in a nutshell, that's how you sell your property in South Africa. Yeah. So if you're thinking of going that route, that's okay. It can be a costly route if you make a mistake, because you are selling something, your most valuable asset, and you don't really have any experience in it. There's a lot of scams out there. Again, I'm not trying to deter you. I'm just telling you the reality. So yeah, if you're trying to sell your property like that, that's how it works. But if you want, a real estate agent to do everything for you while you just relax and wait for your property to be sold, a real estate agent can do that for you, and that would be the best situation where you just let professionals do their job. I remember there was a property in Kilsriver that the owner was selling, and I went to this property, told the owner I'm an agent, and I spoke. The real situation, or the real reason that sellers choose to sell their properties private is because they don't want to pay the commission. They don't want to pay the monies that agents charge, right? Which is understandable. So I tried to negotiate with the seller, but then when I saw they wanted an unrealistic number, I was like, nope, I will not be able to do that, because there's a lot of costs to the agent and to the company that is incurred when we try to sell a property. Yeah, so that's why some of the prices or the commissions are what they are. There's a lot of costs that are incurred. But yes, that's how you sell your property in South Africa if you are thinking of doing that. And all the best to you And if you fail, don't be scared to come back home. Come back home to Khanya the Property Guy, and I'll be willing to help you. So that's the episode for today. I hope you enjoy these YouTube videos. Make sure you subscribe, like, and share. Khanya, your favorite real estate agent.